Hello and welcome to our first GrowYourGame video cast. I'm Pete and this is Adam. AFC Adam or Adam Lyons London or whatever the fuck you're calling yourself these days. Known Adam for quite a while now. Must be near a year. And I can honestly say he's somebody who I've seen when he was first starting out and when his game was interesting but not all that great, to the point now where his game is absolutely phenomenal, and I've seen the absolute best in the community, and I've seen Adam. And the great thing about Adam is he proves that you don't need the rock star lifestyle to consistently get laid with hot girls, although he will be telling us a bit about club promoting at some point. So why don't you let us know a bit about the kind of journey? What were you like before you got into this?
Well, I mean, when I first...
And how did you get into this too?
But when I first started, I mean, we're going back when I was 14, 15 years old. I remember this. I tell everybody this, people probably sick of hearing it, but I was voted least likely to ever get a girlfriend by all the kids in my class.
Maybe that's because you don't speak loudly and slowly enough.
Yeah, possibly. It was. Yeah, it was terrible. Do you want to start again?
No. Okay. We're gonna show this to our audience. So if you're watching at home, we left this in for you.
I muddle over everything I say.
Come on, get to the edge.
Yeah, when I was in school, I was voted least likely to ever get a girlfriend. All the kids in the class laughed at me. I was one of those small group of sad little geeks that sat at the front of the class, and people would throw paper planes at the back of their head all through the classroom. And I decided I wanted to do something about it.
Yeah.
And that was when I was 15. And so then, when I was 25, 10 years later, I finally decided to do something about it.
That's progress.
Yeah, it's good. I knuckled down hard. And I had a couple of relationships, but nothing amazing. No one. They never went well. There was always something wrong with them. And I met this, one of my friends, he told me about this book that he'd read. And I was in a relationship at the time. He said, it's called The Game. He said, read this. He said, Adam, out of everyone I know, you will take this like a duck to water. I didn't do anything for a year. And then...
it's all about moving forward.
Yeah, as you can see, very proactive, everything I do. And then so I broke up with a girl, and I read the book. Signed up with the London community, and made a decision that I was going to be the best I could possibly be at this. I quit my job, and I sarged 24/7 for, well, it's been about a year now.
Hey.
And that's pretty much what I've done. I've tried everything. I've tried every different form of technique, anything I can get my hands on, just to try and be the best I can possibly be, and refine everything, make everything simpler and easier.
What piece of advice do you wish you'd been given when you were first starting out? What would have really helped you? What would have helped you on your way? Have shaved a month or two off your learning?
When I first started, if somebody had told me the benefit of going out with girls rather than guys, it would have saved me so much time.
When you're going out meeting new women?
Yeah, female wings rather than male wings. That is worth its weight in gold. If I'd have gone out first of all with one guy wing and 3 girls, everything would have been so much easier from day one.
Okay.
And that would have been I would have come leaps and bounds so much faster.
And I hear you've turned this into a bit of an art form now.
Yeah, something like that.
Why don't you tell us a bit about?
Well, we developed this idea of entourage game. It started slowly. We just had a group of girls that were going out clubbing regularly, and we would just go and hang around with them. 20 girls.
How did you meet these girls?
Cold approach.
Yeah.
Started with cold approach. Made friends with them. Through actually, it was quite interesting. It was through a member of staff that worked at a club that we made friends with.
Okay.
And then one day she invited us out clubbing with her and her friends.
Oh, excellent.
And of course, because she worked in a club, when they went out clubbing, they went hardcore clubbing. So they would hit all the top celebrity haunts with a group of about 20 incredibly beautiful women.
Wow, okay.
Made friends with them, hung around with them, and basically just used that as our base set to open other girls in the club.
Okay.
And it was amazing. It was.
What did the girls think of that?
They loved it. They thought it was really fun. We had a deal that we wouldn't hit on any of them.
Okay. I found that before, actually. People getting a little kind of freaked out about taking their friends or taking female friends out sarging with them, where, in fact, if you frame it right, if you say, well, I'm just going to go out and talk to her, rather than I'm going to use some pickup lines I read on the internet, people tend to be pretty okay with it.
It's true. We told them we were going to pick up lines.
Fine.
In fairness, no, you're right. I mean, most people are completely fine with it. These girls, we told them everything. We've been like, this is what we do. We want to learn to get great with women. This is how we want to do it. We want to come out all the time. We won't try anything out on you. And so we had a group of girls that we didn't hit on for a very long time.
Yeah. And so now, what? Describe a typical entourage game night out.
Well, now we've got to the point where we've realised that bringing our own women is so much more powerful. So we've set up a system, and we do it with clubs, but I've got a whole bunch of other students that have copied this style of game. Excuse me. And they do it in house parties. Someone does it with restaurants. Someone does it with cinemas.
Wow.
And they're having a lot of success doing the same kind of style where you surround yourself with women.
Yeah.
And you're going out massaging. And us specifically, we've set up a company, as you know, Project Entourage, where we have a database of somewhere around 1,000 to 2,000 girls in London who are all models, actresses, dancers, incredibly beautiful students. And they come out clubbing with us, to the clubs, to party with us. They're not out for the club. They're not out for the drinks and everything, the club shower on you, obviously, because you've got a table of 100 incredibly beautiful girls. They're out there because they want to hang with us.
Okay.
And the power, the amount of social proof and pre-selection lined up in that one unit is incredible.
Oh yes, that raises a couple of questions. First of which, how do you build such good relationships with girls?
Ironically, it's by being friends. The first model I came up with and one that I was using was basically where you make friends with girls and invite them out, and then you set them into a social proof track, which is one where you've, say, opened 30 girls as friends, closed them as friends, brought them to a club as friends, except you're the one guy there with 30 female friends. Now they're all vying for your attention. You're fighting them back with a stick, trying to keep them away from you. And of course, the more they vie for your attention, the more attraction is being built. You can sit back, a very passive form of game, while the girls fight over you to try and get your attention and ultimately generate attraction in themselves.